Hey everyone, today we're in a new spot. Where are we? You probably know. We're in my room. How do you feel about it? Do you like it? Do you hate it? I don't know how I feel about it yet. It will help me to know what you think. Today we're doing a Q&A. As usual, I posted on Instagram and asked for your questions, so I'm just gonna be kind of selecting them at random. I don't really go through these questions when I do Q&As ahead of time and think of answers. I probably should start doing that, but it's also probably never gonna happen. I don't know if I'll ever be that person. First, I'm gonna take an easy one. This is from Daisy81198. Where will you be honeymooning? And we are going to Hawaii. We really wanted to go somewhere that neither of us have been, and I feel like it's kind of like the old school classic honeymoon place. Like, oh, we're going to Hawaii. I don't know. There's like some kind of magic in it in my brain. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, I'm really excited. Haley Liz Walk, I think. Piercing update, love you too. The piercing is going well. It does still hurt a little bit whenever I try to sleep on that side, which I'm not supposed to. I think this piercing, he told me it could take up to a year to heal. I don't think it will take a year, hopefully, but it's not crusty or gross or anything like that. I've had piercings that are like that, like this tragus right here took forever to heal, and it was the most annoying thing ever. If you didn't watch that vlog, I got this top piercing, the forward helix, redone, because when I originally got it, when I was like 14 or 15, it was done by a maybe drunk person, maybe, I don't know. This person was messed up and they did it so wrong. It just went through the skin. Like, you could see the jewelry through my skin. It was just barely hanging on. It had been there for like 15 years, so I wasn't that worried about it, but I just wanted to get it redone because I wanted new jewelry. Long story short, got it redone. It's going well. There are so many good questions. Okay, next, McLeanne, I'm not really sure. I'm sorry. Do you do counseling outside of your pre-marriage stuff? Yes, I do. I talked about this in my big life update video that I did in January, talking about like PCOS, therapy, work-life balance, like all the things that I was struggling with / still am struggling with. And I talked about going to therapy, just for me, on my own. I actually do it online. We don't use Skype, but we use something that's a lot like it. So it's like a video call, and I've been doing that weekly for the past few months. Maybe 4, maybe 3. I don't know. It took me a little while to actually like jump on it after I talked about it in my video, but I knew talking about it in the video would give me that extra push to actually do it, because I've been knowing for so long that I really need it. I need to face some issues in my life. I need an outside perspective, you know? So, and I think that therapy and counseling can be helpful for pretty much anyone. I don't think that it's only like screwed up people that really need it. I think that it can be helpful in anybody's life at different times, or maybe through your life. I don't know. It's been really interesting, and I really only had one other period in my life where I was in therapy, and I was like 18 years old. I was like little troublemaker girl, and I was not ready. I was not receptive. I didn't want any part of it, and I really didn't get anything out of it. But this time it's definitely very different. I'm trying to turn this car around. I'm trying to make the most of it, and it's going really well. Steph Kirkpatrick 15 said, will Luna take Grant's last name or hyphenate? I'm pretty sure Luna is going to keep her last name that she has. That is not my last name. She's Luna Bean Casserole, last name being Casserole, and I think she's gonna keep it. That's her brand. That cannot be changed. Molly Catherine asked, PCOS update, question mark. I'm off the pill. I'm so happy I'm off the pill. Another person that's very happy I'm off the pill is Grant. Maybe like a week after I got off the pill, I asked him, like, do you notice a difference? I feel like I notice a difference. Like, are our interactions feeling any different to you? And he was like, you are a different person. And I don't think he meant that in a mean way or a cruel way or a criticizing way at all. He was just like, yeah, you just seem lighter and less tense and less anxious and all of those things, which is exactly how I've been feeling since I got off the pill. Oh my gosh, the pill is so bad for me. And I knew going in when every single doctor was telling me you have to be on the pill for PCOS, which I know is like the first plan of attack when you have PCOS, but I knew it wasn't good for me. I've been on the pill several different times, and I know that it messes with me, and this one just like messed with me on a whole nother level, I feel. I don't know if I'll be going back for more tests now that I'm off the pill. I need to talk to the doctor about that more, but basically the plan of attack right now is to just take the progesterone for like 10 days every month, just to like have a cycle, like a fake cycle, honestly. I've been taking the Avasitol that I talked about on my vlog channel twice a day, and I feel like it's a good thing. I don't know, I haven't noticed any like great difference in anything. At the first part, I kind of felt like I was getting kind of bloated. That was gross. I didn't know if it was because of the Avasitol or what, but if it was, it's gone away. I'm just doing it. The doctor said it was a good idea, so I feel like I'm doing everything I can apart from taking the pill, which that's just not an option for me anymore. Ugh. It makes me angry. It literally makes me so angry to think about the pill and how many people are just like handed the pill. And I know it works for plenty of people. It works for tons of people, but it's just the amount of people that came out and commented on the videos where I've talked about the pill and my struggles and the PCOS stuff. It's just crazy that people are given the pill over and over and over again, and it like messes up your life. Like, it makes you a different person. It makes your body different. Like, I don't even want to, I feel like we should move on, okay? Okay. Sarah Smiley 3 said, kids, do you see yourself having a baby after the wedding? And a bundle of hair screaming added to that and said, along the same lines, if you had a baby tomorrow, what would you name him or her? That is a really hard question. I feel like, okay, just off the top of my head, I really like Ruby, Rosie, Rose, or Max. Max has been a favorite name for me forever. I don't know, I have tons of favorite names. I've been making lists of my favorite names since I was like a kid. They've always been like, I kind of want to change my name to this, but also like, you know, if I have a kid, like it could also be the name of the kid. Fine, I'll share. But I have a lot of favorite names. Obviously, I would have to consult with Grant on that, but yeah, just off the top of my head, that's what I'm thinking. As for Sarah's question, I do see myself having a baby after the wedding, but not immediately after the wedding. Like, I would definitely want to wait a couple of years because obviously we're moving. There's going to be like a major time of transition. I'm basically about to make every change in your life that you can make apart from getting pregnant. Not every change, but there's going to be a lot of changes coming up. I'm basically going to have a completely different life by the end of this year. It's very exciting, but it also, whenever I think about how immense the changes will be, it kind of overwhelms me, but I think it probably would anybody. Like, I'm gonna be changing jobs, I'm gonna be moving, I'm gonna be away from my family, I'm gonna be married, I'm gonna be living with Grant, I'm gonna be in a new city. The list goes on, and I am so excited. I feel like this is such a cool opportunity in a way. I don't know if it's weird to say it like that, but I'm excited and I'm also nervous, but I feel like I have every right to be nervous, you know what I mean? So yes, babies, but like not like, I wouldn't say like after the wedding, babies. You know what I mean? Okay, Lube TZZ, I don't know. Lubettes. Hello, Luna Bean Casserole Mom. She knows Luna's name. My husband and I are worried about your dress. What happened to the hole? You didn't talk about that in your vlog. Say hi to Luna Bean Casserole. Hey, the hole in my dress. If you don't follow my vlog channel, you are missing a lot of drama. There was a hole torn in my wedding dress. But just to spoil the whole story for you if you don't know, you missed a lot, but I went back twice after that and they did close it up. They fixed it. They added more seams in the skirt that didn't used to be there, but it's totally okay with me, and I think it looks normal and pretty, and you'd never know it was there. I don't know how they did it, but they worked magic and the hole is no longer there. Seriously, this hole was like this big. It was like from the waist, kind of, and they weren't working on the waist. It was just like a complete freak accident. They didn't really explain it to me, and honestly, I don't even care now because it's gone, and I'm happy. Thank you for your concern. I feel like this lighting is super weird. I am sorry about that. Liquid Hot Magma. love your username, said, when is your wedding happening? And will you be uploading the wedding video? And also, are you nervous to actually start living with Grant after you're married? I understand the extenuating circumstances of why you couldn't before the wedding, but I feel like I would be nervous. Not that Grant won't be the best ever, but you know. I know. I do know. Thank you for all 800 of your questions. So when is the wedding happening? I'm not telling the date because I saw a video from a YouTuber that said that she put her date out there and then bad things happened. Like bad things happened. I'm not gonna go into it. So that kind of freaked me out. I'm probably being paranoid, but I'm not gonna share the date. I think that's okay, right? I mean, do you need to know the date? I don't really know. That's just, I got freaked out. That's why I'm not saying it. And will you be uploading the wedding video? Yes, I will. A lot of people have been like, don't vlog your wedding, like enjoy the moment, all of that. Like I'm way ahead of you. I will not be vlogging the wedding, not at all. I mean, everybody says like you don't remember it because it all happened so fast. It's an absolute blur. And that makes me so sad, but at the same time, we'll definitely be having a wedding video. That was one of the most important things for me from the beginning because I just feel like pictures are awesome to capture the memories and everything, but I feel like video, maybe it's just because I vlog and I make videos and stuff that I'm so connected to video. I just feel like a wedding video is like everything. I was so excited to talk to people about doing that and like find a videographer and everything like that. But to your question, yes, I will be uploading it. I think it takes them a while to get it done, but it will be uploaded to my main channel and I hope you guys like it. I hope I like it. I'm already excited to see it and the wedding hasn't even happened. And am I nervous about moving in? Yes, a little bit. Not really. I'm more excited than nervous, but I think, you know, we haven't lived together. And so obviously it's gonna be a challenge. Like that is just life. Like when you move in with a new person, everything isn't just like perfect and seamless and like you agree on how to do everything. And we're gonna be married on top of that. So it's not like a regular roommate where you just split things or whatever. We're gonna be like combining forces. We're gonna be like a thing, you know, a household. Obviously, neither one of us have ever done that before. We've never like gotten married. And so it's gonna be a challenge for sure, but I'm excited about it. I just feel like I'm getting a partner in life, you know, like a real partner, like somebody I can go to with everything, that I can make choices with. I don't know. I'm just excited more than anything. I know that it's gonna be a challenge. I'm not going into it blindly, like thinking like, oh my God, it's gonna be like the best sleepover ever. It never ends. I know it's gonna be a challenge, but I'm excited about it and I'm ready. I am so ready. Kimberly123 said, what advice do you have for single girls out there trying to navigate their way through the crazy online dating world? I think that my biggest piece of advice is to keep your eyes open, know what you're getting into. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of mystery involved with like online dating because you're not meeting through a friend, you're not meeting through work or some other activity. So you don't really have a lot to go off of, but I'd say talk to them a lot before you go on a first date. Like Grant and I talked for like 3 weeks, just like texting literally every day, all the time. Like we were like off to the races. Like the first time we started talking, it just like never ended after that. And talk a lot before you agree to go on a date. Like have chemistry before you meet. It is very possible. And I think it actually is a really good thing. So keep your eyes open. Don't get down about not going out. Like just talk. And also keep your options open. I feel like online dating can be really superficial, obviously. Give it a chance, talk a lot, but at the same time, once there are like red flags and bad stuff coming out, like just cut it off, because obviously like if you haven't met yet, you're not losing anything. So just like on to the next, move on. Obviously don't be mean, but just move right along. And don't be afraid. Like it's gonna be okay. You have all the control. That sounds really creepy, but you do. The control is in your hands. You can do what you want with it and you can look at it as a fun thing. So maybe a perspective shift, if you're just looking at it like, this is crazy and weird and scary, like maybe just look at it as like, hey, this is really fun. Like, look what I can do. That, I don't know, that was my perspective, and I definitely had fun with it, and that's how I met Grant. So no regrets for sure. And actually, I've known other people that have gotten married after meeting on like Tinder and Bumble, and it's a real thing. Like, it does not have to be like a hookup app. Like, a lot of people look at it like that, but I think it really depends on your age, what kind of people you're swiping and connecting with. Like you have to be aware of what you're doing and what direction you're going. And if you're talking to a guy that is like all hookup-y, like that's what you're gonna get. So if that's not what you want, you have to adjust what you're doing, you know what I mean? So I don't know. At the same time, I did not have like a marriage in mind when I met Grant, but after I met Grant, I certainly did. That sounds so corny, but it's true. And I got a lot of questions about my work also. And VX Valerie said, how do you manage your non-YouTube work? And how are you going to be doing it even after you move? I've always been interested in your work balance. Lots of love for you and Grant. Oh, I read that a little bit wrong, but that's basically what she said. Managing my non-YouTube work. Right now, I'm actually not managing my non-YouTube work because this is my last week. I am really happy, obviously. I loved my job. I loved my job. My job loved me. We were in a very happy relationship for many, many years. It was just the best place for me. They were so supportive of me. They were supportive of my YouTube channel and everything I had to do for YouTube and traveling and all of that stuff. I was working at a digital marketing agency. It was super small and it was just like a family, really. I loved the people that worked there. I loved the people that I worked for. And it really worked for me and it worked for them. It was a mutually beneficial relationship for me to be doing YouTube and be successful at it, and also work with them on like social media campaigns, like just all of the online marketing that you can do. It was just, I was an asset to them, and it was great for me to have that job because I don't know, I could talk about it forever why I kept the job for so long, outside of just that I really liked it and I really liked everybody that I worked with. But I'm moving and I really can't keep that job. I didn't want to. There are reasons why I'm leaving so soon before the wedding. It was just time, basically. That's all I could really say. I have nothing but respect for the agency and everybody that I worked with. So I can't really say anything bad about them or the situation, but it was just really, really time for me. And I probably should have left a long time before. And as far as what I'm gonna do when we go to Dallas, I'm not really sure. I haven't really been stressing about finding another job once I go to Dallas. So I'm just gonna be doing YouTube, at least at the beginning. I might go crazy, like just feeling like I'm living in a bubble of YouTube, which is what I was kind of always scared of. Like, obviously it's an amazing thing to have a channel that's successful enough that you can live off of or, you know, save money from. But I don't know, there was just always something nagging in the back of my head, just like, oh, it's just like, it's not secure. Like, I don't know, I have like a little like security thing where I'm just like, but I have to have like a real job. And, you know, I don't know. It's complicated in my brain, this whole issue. So I might go crazy not having a job and just doing YouTube. We'll see. You will see if I'm going crazy or not. I'll definitely let you know. But right now, I'm not really sure what's going to happen. But again, I must say, I am so happy. I am so happy because and there are other questions on here that say like, how do you deal with the stress? Like, how do you juggle it all? And I feel like every single Q&A I've ever done, I've gotten questions like that. And I've always said, I don't. Like, I don't manage it well. I don't have like a work-life balance. I'm not good at it. I am a person that just wants to like work and work and work and work. And I feed off of producing. Like, I want to have creative output and I want to make people happy and I want to be there for somebody. And I really like being in the position where when somebody has a question or somebody has a problem or needs something done, I want to be the one to do it. I want to swoop in and be like, hey, I know how to do this. I have like the inside scoop or whatever. You know what I mean? Like I've learned that that's something that makes me feel really good, and it's very validating for me. And I think that's part of the reason why I really loved keeping that job, but it was really, really stressful. And I would not wish that on my worst enemy. I know that's very dramatic, but it was really no way to live. It was really, really hard. I mean, I could go on and on about this. I'm not complaining like, oh, woe is me, I had a job at all. Please don't take it like that. But I'm just really excited that I will own a little bit more space in my brain to use for living life rather than just like worrying about work all the time. There are so many good questions. I'll just do one more. I'll do two more. Okay, I'm Coleman said, have you had any bridezilla moments in wedding planning so far? I don't think so. Maybe I should like ask my mom or Grant or something, but I really don't think so. And I don't think that it will be coming. I've had so much help and so much support, and it hasn't all fallen on me. In the beginning, I was super stressed out because really all the wedding planning stuff does end up coming to the bride. Like, unless you have a family that just like is very, very, very particular, which mine is not, and they're very like open and like they want us to have like what we want. So we're very lucky in that way, but all the decisions and all the questions and all the meetings and everything, like people come to the bride, which it is a huge job to put on top of your real regular life. It's just a lot. And obviously it's a joyous thing. It's a wonderful job to have, but that really stressed me out. And in the beginning, I talked to my mom and I talked to Grant, and I was like, I'm gonna need some help. Like, definitely. I'm also working with a wedding planner. She's been helpful too. So that's definitely been the thing that has saved me from getting too stressed out or too crazy. And hopefully I will go on my merry way and not have any bridezilla moments. I'm pretty sure I won't, but I guess we'll see. I'm not totally sure how to say your name, but how did you know Grant was the one? Love your channel. P.S. I got my husband hooked on your vlogs too. Oh, that makes me happy. I can't imagine that, but I appreciate it. Thank you so much for recommending me. So how did I know he was the one? It was a series of things. Like I said, when we started texting and talking just like over the app, like I couldn't get enough. I was so excited to talk to him. He was so funny, and it was just, we just clicked from the very beginning. And then once we eventually went on our first date, it was just like we clicked on another level. Of course, we were in person. It's just a whole new ball game. And I don't want to say like I was in love from that moment, but I can look back and see that it was starting at that point. I just never really thought about marriage in a serious way until I met him. I don't know, there was not like one single moment when I was like, yeah, the one. And that's actually probably because I was scared. I was never really up for that idea, and I was never really ready to be that vulnerable to like, in my mind, say to myself, this is the one, you know, because then that would be risking losing the one, you know what I mean? But now I could definitely say he was the one, and I feel like I knew that, even if I couldn't say that to myself very, very early on. Okay, unfortunately, I'm out of time and I need to go. There are so many good questions. I need to do more Q&As. I know I always say that. Hopefully you guys like Q&As. Let me know down below if you want more. You guys have so many good questions. I feel bad about not answering every single one of them, but subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed. Hit the bell if you want notifications, and find me on social media. I really appreciate you guys being here. I love you. I love you. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, everyone. Oh my God. Okay. Saved up my coins. I just love him. We'll just stop there. All right.